What's up, man? It's the Bronco at the Frog coming at you with another reaction video. Them old Madrid boys finished the season out with 0 trophies, and they just let them Lona boys bust they head open in the El Clasico for them to get that trophy. Y'all seen Meemaw story? That boy Meemaw talking that trophy. He spoke in Jude Bellingham's language. For context, Jude Bellingham beat them in October. He said talk is cheap. That boy Meemaw came back, spoke his own language, and said talk is cheap with 9 laughing emojis. Oh, Meemaw finally learned not to talk trash beforehand, but talk your stuff afterwards. He had the parade going crazy. Look at the parade. They had the parade teeing up right now. Feels bad for Real Madrid. Them boys ain't win not a single damn trophy this season. We got my boy Raymar Football in the building. He said they got eyes. He didn't play, you right about that, but he still can talk that talk, man. Hey, I just reacted to the top El Clasico goals. Meanie Mall had 4 out of the 5 top El Clasico goals under Hansi Flick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Raymar Football, go subscribe to him. Y'all know what time it is. Get him to 572,000 subscribers. Raymar is my boy. Hey, while Real Madrid super team is failing, let's show what goes there.
Fierce Champions League quarterfinal match at the Allianz Arena. Even though they had lost the first leg to Bayern Munich 2-1, Real Madrid were used to that position. I mean, over the last decade, those were the nights that defined them. Games where structure broke down, things were seeming impossible, but they pulled through.
But guess what?
For a few minutes, it looked like another one of those magical nights.
Guess what? They ain't got Ancelotti no more. They ain't got Ancelotti with the little eyebrow to come out there and do that witch. They ain't been doing that witchcraft behind the scenes no more, man. No Ancelotti, no magic.
A beautiful free kick goal from Arda Güler. Kylian Mbappe scoring and putting them ahead.
I thought they was finna win for real.
Like they were about to pull it
I had $150 on this game.
Almost immediately. Madrid never established rhythm and possession.
Really,
never
170
settled defensively, and as the game stretched, the gaps became more and more visible. Eventually, Eduardo Camavinga was sent off, and things looked truly hopeless. Plus, last-minute goals by Luis Diaz sealed the nail in the coffin. Because by the final whistle, that match was basically a representation of Madrid all season.
And you know, like he said back in the day, if Madrid was in that same position against Bayern Munich, boy, you already know they would have came back. That comeback would have been easily. But they done lost all their juju. Kylian Mbappe came in and ruined all their chemistry. Like y'all said, y'all, I remember when Mbappe came, I said, oh, football is over. But he did indeed ruin their chemistry, the power of friendship chemistry. Now you got Rudiger in here slapping boys in practice. You got Tchouaméni knocking boys out, sending them to the hospital. You know, single-handedly ruined their chemistry, just like y'all said. So, hey, clap it up for y'all, because y'all called it. For sure, y'all called it.
Looking like they were going to come out on top and ultimately fail to do so. Now it's kind of becoming more and more clear. This isn't just a team that's fallen short in one match. It was a season and, more overall, a squad that is really being exposed. But first we need to address the elephant in the room.
Hey, Flex. What's your ethnicity in it? Yeah, all right. He said he from Chicago. What the fuck that's supposed to mean? That nigga ain't from the hood. Ain't no person from O Block or 63rd is sitting here in a Bronco stream. What the fuck? That nigga's from the burbs. Talk about he from Chicago. He gotta be. Chicago not even top 10 in terms of black population. He said slime my night to it's my day. Boys are capped out.
The decisions that overall broke the season. Because the turning point for Real Madrid's season didn't happen in Munich. It happened months earlier with the departure of Xabi Alonso. Now, a lot of people have varying opinions on this.
Busy
At the time, the situation might not have been so stable, but it wasn't beyond repair either. Real Madrid were still competing across multiple fronts.
Xabi, we need that pool.
Fluctuated, and at some points, they did kind of underperform. But they remained within reach.
Get slot ball the hell up out of here. Look, Xabi, we ain't got all the personalities that Real Madrid got that you got to manage over there at Real Madrid, bro. You got to manage Mbappe. You got to manage Vinny. You got to manage Jude. You got to manage Rudiger. You got to manage Trent. All of these head cases. Hey, Poole, who's the head case? Mo finna leave. Straight like that. I never heard about Squirts having head case problems. I never heard about Cody Gakpo was not good enough to have a head case problem. You feel me? Come over here and pull, man. Come on, baby. It's gonna mess real well.
More importantly, Xabi Alonso was trying to build something. A tactical structure that, while imperfect, did have some direction. He pushed for things like controlled build-up, clear midfield positioning, and a more structured attacking shape. And of course, to achieve that, it would have required time, buy-in, and overall support not just from the players, but from the fans and organization. However, as we've gone on through the season,
players
there are now jokes of things like Dictator Mbappe, someone who many people directly correlate with not only the sacking of Xabi Alonso, but overall with the hostile takeover of Real Madrid and deciding how the club should play during matches. Because let's be real here, the decision to remove Xabi Alonso wasn't the end of a failed project. It was the interruption of something that was just starting to form.
Yeah.
Because slowly it's been undeniable.
Ain't let him cook.
The Real Madrid players have had a really bad
come to the back. Come to the back.
Because under Arbeloa,
do y'all think Vinny and Rafinha like each other?
Really bad.
I seen Vinny and Rafinha beefing up at this previous El Clasico. I'm like, damn, ain't y'all supposed to be countrymen? That boy, you feel me? That boy Vinny walked up to Finja because Trent pushed not Trent. Who was that? Yeah, that was Trent. Trent pushed Rafinha on the ground. Rafinha flopped. Then Vinny came and Vinny and Rafinha got to jawing at each other.
Problem. Because under Arbeloa, performance levels declined in measurable ways. Attacking output dropped, chance creation decreased, and the results became even more erratic. Because the problems that Alonso faced didn't just disappear. I would argue they intensified, and the results in numbers backed this up.
He thought he was finna have free eats.
While some people did blame Xabi Alonso, the truth of the matter is it goes well beyond that. Because perhaps the biggest problem with this Real Madrid squad, who many are calling the Galacticos 3.0, is that on paper, Madrid's attack remains one of the most talented in Europe. However, overall as an actual functioning squad, to put it bluntly, it's just all-star power without control.
Bro, in theory, these niggas offensively, they supposed to be moving like Paris Saint-Germain. Swear like that. But unfortunately, they're not. Like he said, it's all about star power, egos, and whatnot. The boys not flowing like that. To be fair, Paris Saint-Germain is flowing like a generational offense that comes once in a generation. Them niggas is moving. My mama.
At this point, we really shouldn't be all that surprised. With literally every Galacticos era, the main objective was to secure as much star potential and big-name players as possible. Now, of course, this formula does lead to commercial success, but literally, historically, it has never really led to actual trophies. Initially, when Florentino Perez started off the project in itself, with a few big names like Figo and Zidane, they got the job done and actually won a Champions League trophy. But bear in mind, that squad was with an incredibly talented manager in Vicente Del Bosque. Because Florentino Perez started to focus more and more on big names and just increasing the commercial success, he actually started to neglect the performances on the pitch. Key midfield pieces like Claude Makelele were removed and never brought back or replaced with an adequate player. A brilliant manager like Vicente Del Bosque was sacked after winning the Champions League and league title. And from that point on, he would only focus more on signing names like Ronaldo.
They said he sacked him after winning the Champions League and league title. It couldn't have been a season afterwards. It had to have been like 2 to 3 years after he won the Champions League and league title. There is no way that makes sense.
Ronaldo, David Beckham, Michael Owen, and many more. And of course, while this team was incredibly iconic, they would fail on the European stage over and over again for nearly a decade. And even with the Galacticos 2.0, they brought in guys like Cristiano Ronaldo, Ricardo Kaká, Benzema, and many more. However, they weren't really all that dominant in Europe. For those first few years, that Jose Mourinho-led Real Madrid squad battled it out with Barcelona and only managed to win a single league title. And it wasn't until Carlo Ancelotti and other pieces were moved around and the squad was more stable.
What I tell you, it's all centered around Carlo Ancelotti. Let's see if he can rub his witchcraft and his magic off on that Brazil team. We'll see if it happens, but this man, Ancelotti, it goes back, centers around this guy and that damn eyebrow.
Stabilized that they would finally win another Champions League title. However, with this current Real Madrid squad, Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Bellingham, and more, the expectations aren't just effectiveness, it's dominance. But last season and this season did not come close to reflecting those standards. Don't get me wrong, Mbappe has been overall individually brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Producing goals not only in Spain, but at the European
He scored
stage,
in 11 or 12 El Clasico
high
matches
volume.
or some shit.
I mean, the man has 47 goal contributions in 40 matches.
He getting his.
The brilliance is unquestionable. But here's one thing. I don't exactly think Mbappe is all that much of a dictator as social media would like to call him.
Really?
And listen, I'm not trying to blame Mbappe at all, but often his goals comes from isolation and individual brilliance, not as part of a sustained attacking system. Vinny himself has also had moments of brilliance, but he's also missed key chances in decisive games, and his role in the club, especially with Mbappe being that dominant, has undoubtedly changed.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham, although coming off of an injury...
So, what it sounded like to me, it sounded like y'all need to go ahead and come off Vinicius Jr. because them boys not meshing well, and go ahead and send him over the pool. You understand me? Go ahead and send him over to Anfield, and he can play good ball for us. Now, Vinny, now he's worth his price tag. You feel me? We pay that guap for Vinny, and I'll tell you, he'll cook up over here.
2 seasons.
He'll be the main man. He said Vinny for Van. Nah, nah, not quite. We'll give you Cody Gakpo, and then throw like we'll throw Gakpo, and then we'll give you maybe like Ryan. We'll give you Gakpo and Ryan. Ryan Gravenberch, you know Ryan just hit a bees the other day. Come on now, you feel me? Cody Gakpo, Ryan Gravenberch. That's a good deal right there. See, maybe even Cody and Alexis McAllister. But if we throw in McAllister, you got to throw in a little bit more guap. Over there, some cash compensation included with Vinicius Jr. And then there it is, man.
Role has fluctuated a lot.
Cody, if you think about it, Cody Gakpo will fit in nicely on that Madrid team. Because first off, Mbappe's the official main man. Cody Gakpo, no, he ain't the main man. Come on now. Next thing you know, all the attention is not filled on Gakpo, and he could go out there and hoop for the Los Blancos. My mama.
Again, due to Real Madrid not having a clear attacking structure, because the issue was never talent. It's about cohesion. The front line doesn't exactly operate as a unit, and movements aren't all that well synchronized. At their best, Real Madrid's attack overwhelms opponents.
Nah. We need TK, man. We need TK. My mom, shit. Arguably, TK damn near worth as much as Vinny is right now. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? Come on now, that nigga price tag probably around the same ballpark as Vinicius Jr. Vinny been on the way down ever since his Ballon d'Or year.
Boy from every country.
Yes, sir.
Mourinho is washed. Hood hates Josere. Big 40 we hear.
Shout out, man. It's like Eunice in here with that Galacticos hate as always. Shout out Eunice for subscribing. Joining the Fro Boys. Appreciate you.
Through collective movement and timing. When Modric and Toni Kroos was there, it didn't really matter who you had up top. And the way that they managed the game allowed the attackers to thrive. These past 2 seasons, with that being gone, largely Real Madrid has to depend on individual moments that can't really consistently carry the team. And that's what Real Madrid is really missing. Because as strong as their attack is, and even if they aren't that well synchronized, Real Madrid's midfield is just not built with the adequate personnel to distribute and control the pace. And well, part of that is because Xabi Alonso didn't get the midfielders he initially...
Oswald, Gelato, didn't you hear what? Did you just hear what Raymar said? Y'all midfield is lacking. We can give y'all Ryan. Ryan Gravenberch will be y'all best midfielder. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say he'll be our best. Y'all do got Jude right there, but he'll partner up nicely with Jude Bellingham. Or like I said, you could get McAllister up in there, but it's gonna cost you a little bit more cash compensation involved with it.
Wanted because guys like Bellingham and Arda are talented. Don't get me wrong, but they are a far cry from not only the way that Toni Kroos plays, but from the way that he controlled the pace of the game and he orchestrated their attack. And a player who could have potentially added a little bit of that structure was Zubimendi. However, when Xabi Alonso wanted him, Real Madrid eventually decided not to grab him. And as we know, he now plays
He about to get him a prim.
So with that, Real Madrid really has to rely on their overall structure and coaching. But as we've seen through the season, a lot of players were reluctant. Most notably, guys like Vinny Jr., probably the most reluctant of any player in Real Madrid.
You think whoa. Federico Valverde? Propaganda in Big 26? You think Tchouaméni is better than Ryan? Nah, we ain't gonna agree with that. You got Jude and you got maybe Arda Güler, but Tchouaméni and Valverde is not better than Ryan Gravenberch. Come on now, stop it. Come on now. Somebody in the chat back me up. Afro say they all the same. Tony say Chouamini and Valverde is better than Gravenberch. Thank you. You didn't say y'all disrespecting. Come on now, y'all disrespecting him, man.
Xabi Alonso's system. And Real Madrid's loss to Bayern Munich, like I said earlier in the video, truly sums up their entire season. Bayern approached the match with a clear plan. In possession, they maintained width while controlling the center areas through midfield rotations. They moved the ball with purpose, drawing Real Madrid constantly out of shape, causing their dominant attack to be even more messy than it already was. Because without a compact midfield structure, Madrid failed to respond. They couldn't consistently disrupt Bayern's build-up, their pressing was sloppy, and Madrid's spacing became a recurring issue. Real Madrid's backline is often left exposed due to midfield players failing to recover position quickly enough, or just not overall being great decision makers in ball handlers.
You know Trent go get exposed on defense.
This creates situations where teams like Bayern could isolate defenders in wide areas, attack the space in between lines, and dominate possession. And I'm not saying that Real Madrid played badly during that Bayern matchup.
Yeah, they didn't at all.
Overall incredible.
They had
but
me
also,
scared.
it was a perfect example where difference in management becomes clear. In high-level games or in matches where adjustments are decisive, that's when managerial structure matters most. That's where players have to come together, move as a unit.
So is this guy, is he interim manager?
That's where
or is he like y'all manager for good until y'all, is he interim until y'all find somebody, or is he's like permanent? For Madrid,
have to come together, move as a unit, and follow a system if they're playing at their best but still are coming up short, because they were scoring goals. But on the drawing boards and on the pitch, they were simply outclassed, because the results wasn't just a loss, it was an overall disappointing season.
Yeah,
a clear demonstration of how a well-structured team can consistently beat one that performs on individual effort alone. Not only is this Real Madrid squad for the most part filled with young talent, they lack that veteran mentality and leadership from their manager. Because honestly, overall, the whole squad, especially their midfield and attacking players, for lack of a better term, act like spoiled brats.
Yeah, you need mans like Jose Mourinho to calm them boys, or Ancelotti to calm them boys down. But yeah, they current manager, yeah, he ain't got the facilities for that, big man.
Of a better term, act like spoiled brats. I'm a true believer that Xabi Alonso should have never been sacked in the first place, but it's also a colossal failure from the management. From the very beginning of the season, we've heard complaints from Xabi Alonso of how he wanted to sign certain players but didn't get support from management, or how he wanted to force his players to play a certain way or do extra training and video sessions, but when his players were reluctant to do so, he also did not get support from management. And while some were saying they were glad Xabi Alonso was out, from what I'm seeing online, many of them are starting to regret that take.
Look at him.
Because that crushing Champions League exit isn't the only bad part of the season. Domestically, Madrid are also no longer setting the pace. Barcelona only continues to move higher and higher on the table, setting a stronger position in La Liga and looking more and more like
they just won today. Not today, they just won it yesterday, beating Real Madrid.
They're about to secure the title. Lack of structure, inconsistent performances, and an over-reliance on individual brilliance. And this pattern across all competitions points to a systematic problem in the squad, not just an isolated moment of falling short.
Whoa. You said Jose got an invincible season going on and these niggas not winning the league? Damn. Oh, yeah, he with Benfica. Damn, bro. He 22 wins, 11 draws, 0 losses. These niggas finna be invincible without winning the league, bro. That is nuts. He said that's how you know Arsenal invincible wasn't all that.
Champions League. Because if Real Madrid really wants to make this Galacticos 3.0 work, they're going to have to bring in a manager that can not only handle all these egos, but one who will get the support of management to set things down, to lay down rules and foundations that the players have to follow. Because if not, well, sure, they'll sell jerseys, they'll get a lot of views on TV,
make their money.
but I don't think they'll be lifting many trophies. Because I'm not trying to say anything bad about Alvaro Arbeloa, but what Real Madrid really needs is a man manager who can take all those egos and make them work for the same purpose. Whether that be Jose Mourinho, who has allegedly offered his services to Real Madrid, or even Zinedine Zidane, who without a doubt
I forgot about the Zinedine rumors. What happened with those?
From any player. Some changes are going to have to be
made. He look like he don't take
so
no shit for real.
Towards the end of the season, and it's starting to look like Real Madrid definitely won't win the league title. They really need to start focusing on next season. Because hey, that first season with Mbappe, some could write that off as just growing pains. The second season is a lot harder to ignore. But if this happens again in the third season with underperformance and no big trophies won, this is going to look really bad for Real Madrid as an organization and all the current players they have now. So this leaves us with the question, what should Real Madrid really do? Salvage some of their players and rebuild their midfield and attack to be more cohesive, or simply stick through with what they already have, but bring in a manager who can really get things connected and going? I'd like to see what you guys think, because this might very well be the start of Real Madrid's collapse.
Hey, Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe is not working. Straight like that. Go ahead, send them boys to pool. You can sell Rigo, but you ain't gonna get much for him. See, I mean, you can go ahead and sell him, but y'all need to try to get Endrick back from Lyon. That nigga probably not gonna want to come back, but y'all need to try to get Endrick back. Sell Vinny or send Vinny over there to them pool boys. You know, we can give y'all, like I said, we can give y'all Ryan, Cody Gakpo. Endrick play up the right wing, right? Or is he? Yeah, he play. Or is he striker? That nigga's a striker, right? Or a center forward, whatever you want to call it. Look, put Endrick right there at that center forward. Whatever he played Lyon, that's what he need to do. If it is the center forward spot that he played at Lyon, yeah, it's striker. Put Endrick at that striker spot. Put Mbappe on that left wing. We know Mbappe love that left wing. That's his best position, I think. I already know y'all probably finna correct me, but get Mbappe on that left wing, and then like I said, once y'all send Vinny to them pool boys and shit, you can try and throw Cody Gakpo on the right wing or some shit like that. That's y'all problem after that, after we offload them onto your hands. But hey, maybe y'all win something if that happens. While Real Madrid Super Team is failing, shout out man like Raymar Football, get him to 572,000 subscribers. Hey man, he said, nah bro, Rigo, y'all still believe in Rigo? Why? You understand me? Y'all still believe in him? I don't know why, but hey, hello.